Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. There's my social media information. Like my videos and subscribe to my channel. If this content is enriching for you, it helps me out when you do that. Oh, what are the points I'm trying to make today? First question I have for you, or practice advice I have for you is, hey man, do we know our 12-bar blues form? As in, 12-bar blues is a universal, wonderful form, but let us disconnect ourselves from what we think it is. I'm going to leave all my silly effects on. Yeah, sure, it can be. You know, it can be that, but really to me, 'tis nothing more than a structure to hang ideas upon. That's where this idea started. I was like, I just wanted to make like a chill video that was like, hey man, if I said, can you play a 12-bar blues in D minor, what happens? Do you freeze? Or are you like, oh, I know what that is, 1 1 1 1 4 4 1 1 5 4 1 1. Let's talk about it. Throw it up over there. That is the 12-bar blues structure. You know, there is some variation in that. You know, that's in the key of, let's say, it's fine. Let's say key of D minor. That would be D minor. 4 bars of D minor. Goes up to the 4 chord. And I'm skewing Dorian. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to use G major, G, G, and then back to D, D. And I elected to make it a groovy. Leave that 5 minor instead of major. G, back down to D. You know, because a lot of what I do is talking about double stops and pentatonics and fills and sixths and things like that. And I think, yeah, this is just practice advice. Like if you're like, I don't know what to do today, don't chase any more hot licks, don't learn any more scales. This gets back into that thing of chords. Chords and chord progressions and grooves are our job. So this is an addendum to other videos. I mean, I think I made one called Groove is Our Responsibility. They're like, if I don't know what to play, I'll just play a 12-bar blues. And like, I won't play it 12-bar blues E. That's the thing that I want to get across, that we can disconnect the structure from what we think it is. So like, here's what happened. I have my phone camera is over there. I'll take a video of my pedals. This is a Phase 90 Strymon Deco analog delay neck pickup here, which has a cool sound. And so that was where it started, and then I was like, well, instead of making a D minor, here's another little Eric observation or tip. Yo, the minor 7th chord. Do you know this guy? It's one of my favorite little chords. That D minor 7 in the open position. Minor 7 chords will always, for however long that they ring out in a song, they'll always push it, to my ear, into that Curtis Mayfield, Bill Withers, Marvin Gaye classic like soul R&B. And one cool thing about a minor 7, this specific one, you can do fun stuff. You can slide it 2 frets forward. That's what pushed this thing into Dorian. Very chill, jazzy thing to do. Boom, even that. There's a trick for you. There you go. Okay, next little Eric trick I got for you. D minor pentatonic in the open position. Open position stuff, y'all. Open position's cool. We mistakenly associate it with being a beginner. I'm going to say that again. We mistakenly mistake the open position for when we first started. It's just awesome. overtones. You get cool overtones in the open position. So you can do, and that came from CCR, Run Through the Jungle. So I'm doing like a... I'm not tabbing this out because it's not really important exactly what I'm doing. You can slow the video down. You can yell at me in the comments. Please don't. Yeah, it's just pentatonic double stop stuff in the open position. Other little sneaky thing that's going on here, just let you into my brain. Rhythmically, there is a little bit of Bo Diddley hiding in here. That's a subtle play on the diddly rhythm. Anyway, when it goes to that G, that's what pushes it Dorian. By making that G major, we've introduced a B natural, which is just cool. Oh, look, there's a sixth. That's an interval, y'all. 5/5 slide 7 to 7, because G. I'm not going to detour much further than that. I have video on sixths. I'm sure my buddy Adrian at anybodycanplayguitar.uk has video on sixths, as I'm sure does my buddy Brian at Active Melody have video on sixths. Such a hard, I know I could just say sixth, I guess. It's not a sixth chord, it's an interval between two tones that you can move. Anyway, and that gives it a lift. You can feel that. So you've got this Marvin Gaye thing. And notice, by the way, the reverby congas in the backing track is very Marvin Gaye, what's going on. There's D minor pentatonic there. And then, here's the real choice I made to really just leave it. To leave it in the 70s soul R&B vibe. Instead of making that A in A7, I was like, no, man, I have a real, minor seventh chords. Make it an A minor 7, which I think I voiced like that. So other Eric hot take, you can, just so you know, you can, in any key, doesn't matter, in any song you're making up or any loop you're making up, you can make a minor chord into a minor 7, and it'll just, like I said, it'll just bring a little of that Marvin Gaye, a little of that Curtis Mayfield, a little of that Bill Withers in there. And like, why would you not want to do that? I guess, you know, if a song was super like dirgy, Nick Cave, Tom Waits, like uber doom, you know, end days, that wouldn't be right. But like, if you feel like it's a choice, it's a color, it's a flavor. And then I think when I went back to the G, that's like my permutation of a Hendrix double stop. Did like a G, you know. There's G major pentatonic. Now, the main point I want to make, though, I'm just trying to give you guys practice advice. Like, you know, I focus more and more on what we already know and getting more out of what we already know. That's you know, we got information overload to a degree that, like, how do we survive it at this point? And so, yeah, if you're like, I want to pick up my guitar, listen to what the doofus hipster on YouTube said with the, you know, check out my corduroys. It's a wonderful aesthetic choice. Hey, 12-bar blues structures. You know, the progression itself. So you could do those major, you could do those minor, you could do those with double stops, you could do those with jazzy chords, you could do those with R&B chords, and you can do those with all sorts of different feels. So that's really actually what I was just trying to make a video about. And then just like anything, I play one chord, I'm like, oh, now I gotta do a whole thing like this. That's my advice, because I think I was trying to make an easy video to shoot and edit, because I think when this video comes out, I will actually be sitting in a studio in Florida shooting content for Truefire.com. So I was like, oh, let me just film something quick and easy that'll, ta-da, I can't do it. Dude, I got too much ideas. The idea gremlin never sleeps. What was I gonna say? Okay, thanks so much to everybody who supports me in all the ways that you do, even if just clicking like and subscribe. That helps with algorithm relevancy, which keeps me in business. Yeah, I don't need to do the whole spiel. I think as I fade out, what I'm gonna do is I'll pull up that backing track. I like to do this sometimes. Oh yeah, it's gonna be on Patreon too, for free. I just throw up the backing tracks there, or it's just other charts and things like that are over there. Just if you wanna grab those, you can go there. But I'll also just leave it at the end of this video. So if you had your guitar handy, you could just play along with this backing track for a few minutes in, D blues, D Dorian, D double stops, whatever you wanted to do. Is that all I gotta say? Yeah. Who even knows anymore? Yeah, as Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza. See you next week.